This story was sent to me by a retired police officer from Minnesota. It was never released to the public. Too many unanswered questions. Too many disturbing details. If you've ever looked into a mirror and felt like something looked back at you, you might want to turn away now. This is the case of Kiara Donovan, and it begins with her death. On the morning of the 18th of October, 2015, a jogger found the body of a young woman lying partially submerged in the marsh behind Mayfield Park. Her clothes were torn, her arms scratched. Her face was unrecognizable, bloated after hours of exposure. The victim was later identified as 24-year-old Kiara Donovan. Kiara had no enemies, no threats. She was a social worker, overworked, quiet, deeply compassionate, but her death was brutal. Autopsy confirmed strangulation. No signs of sexual assault. No defensive wounds. Which could mean only one thing. She knew her killer. Kiara had a turbulent childhood. Abandoned at birth. Moved through 10 foster homes before the age of 15. Diagnosed with severe PTSD. Her teen years were spent in and out of psychiatric clinics. But when she turned 21, something changed. She studied psychology, wanting to help people like her. She once wrote in a therapy note, "Helping others is how I keep the darkness away." Police followed every lead. Friends, ex-boyfriends, clients, nothing. Her apartment was untouched. Her phone was found powered off near the lake. No fingerprints, no DNA. Weeks passed, then months. The trail had gone cold. And then, strange things began happening. Detective Mark Ellis, who led the case, reported that every time he reviewed Kiara's file, the lights flickered. He began hearing whispers soft, like voices from the water. One night, he awoke to muddy footprints leading to his bed. They matched the pattern from the crime scene. No one else had a key to his home. In the following nights, his tape recorder would turn on by itself. On one recording, a faint voice whispered, "Not one, many." Kiara's photos from the case files began vanishing and reappearing altered. Her eyes were open, her mouth curled in a grotesque smile. One of Kiara's journals was recovered. In it, she wrote about a client she feared. No name, just the faceless one. She claimed he appeared in dreams and once woke up with rope marks on her wrists. Police tied it to a man she had reported 6 months earlier, but no charges were filed. The description matched Lucas Halea, former cult member, now missing. Cult documents later suggested the faceless one wasn't a persona, it was an ancient entity that possessed those with weak minds. Victims often left behind one word scrawled repeatedly, mirror. Ellis reopened the case with a new theory. Kiara's killer had stalked her for months, possibly manipulating her therapy clients, using their pain to lure her in. Lucas Hale's last known location was a decaying farmhouse near Duluth. Inside, police found photos of Kiara, taken while she slept. A crude sketch on the wall, a cracked mirror reflecting a blurred face, and scrawled in red, "I never let her leave." But Lucas was never found. His fingerprints were everywhere, but no records. As if he never existed. The case was archived unsolved. Ellis, he was never the same. He resigned 6 months later, said Kiara still visits him at night, shows him new evidence, new names, but none of it makes sense. Every night, he dreams of a hallway lined with mirrors. At the end, Kiara, but as he approaches, the mirrors shatter and he wakes up with shards of glass beneath his bed. Months after retiring, Ellis couldn't stop. He said Kiara led him to a box buried near Mayfield Marsh. Inside were recent photos of him, sleeping, driving, alone. Someone or something was still watching. A final video on Ellis's Devicino. One knows when he recorded. It shows him staring into a mirror. But his reflection was Kiara, smiling. Her hand rests on his shoulder from behind. Then the screen goes black. On a stormy night, Ellis sent me one last voice message. His voice trembling, desperate. He said Kiara told him her killer is still alive, but no longer human. He begged me not to open the box he left on my doorstep. That night, it was there, wrapped in black tape. I've never opened it. This case still haunts me. Not because of the death, but because I believe Kiara's spirit is still trying to solve her own murder. And if you listen, if you watch, maybe you'll see her too. Just don't stare too long into the dark. You might see something staring back. If you feel a cold chill creeping down your neck while listening to this story, hit like and subscribe to join us in uncovering the mysteries that lie ahead. And don't forget to ring the bell, because you never know when Kiara might return.